Hey, what's up guys? Cringe Movie Reviews here, back with another video. And today we're going to look at my Marvel collection. We're going to start with the MCU films, get into kind of related to the MCU but not exactly. And then some of the other Marvel related films. And then Spider-Man has a pretty big section, X-Men universe. And then like the odd ones out, and then imprints, and then I'll quickly talk about this title at the very end, because this one's gonna be the most controversial. If you guys have seen my DC collection, I believe I have more DC movies than Marvel. I'm more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. Believe it or not, even with the DCEU, I still prefer some of the some of their movies versus some of Marvel's movies. But anyways, I guess we'll get started. This is probably not the brightest way to set this up, but we'll start with the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1. I'm not going to open this one up, but it comes with Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger, and Avengers, the original. This is a UK collector's edition, but it's region free. It comes with posters, art cards, obviously all the discs, a bonus disc, and if you collect both Phase 1 and Phase 2, these art cards turn into a poster for Thanos, which is pretty cool. It's a cool little set. I think I paid $69 for it. I'm looking to pick up the other ones, but like I said, I'm more of a DC fanboy than a Marvel fan. Then next up, we've got Venom with Tom Hardy. This one being 4K. I think this is the first 4K I ever got. I bought it used. I think I paid $15 for it. But yeah, so I put the Blu-ray on this side instead of the other way around. Usually it has a 4K on this side and the Blu-ray on this side, but I don't have a 4K TV or a 4K Blu-ray player, so yeah, so there's that. And the reason why this is kind of connected to the MCU was, if I remember correctly, there was news or speculation that Tom Holland was going to be in this movie, and then there was a no, and then there was a yes, and there was a no. So that's why it's kind of related. It's not a part of the MCU, but yeah, that's why I put it there. And then these ones, you're going to see them, and you're going to say they're out of order. That's just how my collection's sorted. It's alphabetized. But for this sake, I'll put them in the correct order, don't worry. But we'll start with the Fantastic Four movie, the original. Well, not the original. I think this one was from 2004? 2005. I don't have the original. And this one is broken. The clip at the bottom is broken off. But Fantastic Four on Blu-ray. This is it's a nostalgic movie for me. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's okay. And then we've got Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. This one came out in 2007. Also remember this one growing up. Pretty dang cool. And then, yeah, so we got that. I haven't redeemed the code yet. I don't think the code works anyways, but still. And then the reboot, which got a lot of hate. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the greatest movie in the world again, but and I think a lot of people will agree. First half of the movie is great. The second half kind of falls apart for me. But it's got this nice slip cover on it. And then we get into the Sam Raimi trilogy of Spider-Man movies. So we've got the widescreen special edition of Spider-Man. I like the disc art on here. Disc 1's the feature film. Disc 2's the bonus features. They do hero villain. And then I'll show you the second one. They do the exact same thing, which I like here. I like that. It's just continuity, just hero, villain. I like that. And then the third one, I don't know if it ever got a special edition release, but it's just plain one disc. I think I talked about these movies on my channel before. I enjoy the first one, obviously. Second one, in some aspects it's better than the first, but I kind of prefer the first one. And then Spider-Man 3 is obviously my least favorite of the trilogy, but again, it's not terrible either. Like, there's a lot going on in the story here, but it's not as terrible as everyone makes it out to be, in my opinion. And then we've got some of my favorite Spider-Man movies here. We got The Amazing Spider-Man in 3D. The nice lenticular slipcover. I like that a lot. I love that. I don't have many lenticular slipcovers in my collection, but I just love them so much. So I have The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, also in 3D. This one wasn't as good as the first one. It suffered the same fate as Spider-Man 3, but I still think that they profited. They didn't really bomb as hard as everyone says they did, as far as I remember, but obviously these weren't like the greatest movies of all time. And a lot of people didn't really like them, but I'm one of the few that actually enjoyed them. His Peter Parker wasn't the greatest, but his Spider-Man was awesome. I love his Spider-Man. His Peter Parker was too cool, but I didn't mind that either. So, and Tom Holland. I don't want to rant on about Tom Holland. Everybody loves him. I think he fits both sides of the character very well, the Peter Parker side and the Spider-Man side. But he's just not my favorite. I like Andrew Garfield. So slipcover's a little damaged here, but I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I actually just picked this up last week, I think. And then we're gonna get into the X-Men universe. So I have the X-Men and the Wolverine collection, which I'll quickly go over because it doesn't really say what it contains. But it has the original X-Men, X2, X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men First Class, and the Wolverine. This is a cool little set. When it drops down in price again, I'd recommend you guys pick it up. I wouldn't pay the price it's currently going for, which I believe is like $65 or $70. Days of Future Past, also a new one that I picked up. Very cool. X-Men Apocalypse with the cool case. Instead of the Blu-ray logo, it has the X-Men logo. I love that. Attention to detail. And then also part of the X-Men universe, we have Deadpool with this cool slipcover. Very textured and stuff. I like it. And then not directly related, like obviously it's Marvel, but we've got Ghost Rider. I've had this movie forever, but it's okay, from what I remember. And then we got some like imprints, some Marvel imprints. I don't know if that's what they call them, but yeah, Men in Black is technically owned by Marvel. comic book company that's based off of, was bought out by Marvel. So I don't like this box set because it's got Men in Black 1 and 2 stacked, and then just the third disc on its own. Wish it was a flipper case, but oh well. And then one that's controversial, Sky High. So, yeah, this is a Walt Disney movie. Has no ties to Marvel technically, but since Walt Disney owns Marvel properties, I put it in here anyways. So this is controversial. It's not directly related to Marvel, but I put it in here anyways. But anyways, guys, that is my Marvel collection, or yeah, my Marvel collection. It's not the biggest, like I said. I'm more of a DC fanboy, I guess you could say. But I still obviously enjoy these films, and I kind of pick and choose which ones I enjoy and which ones. Oh, sorry about that. Which ones I enjoy and which ones I want to get. And what I mean by that is there's a few titles I still want to pick up. I want to get Phase 2 and 3, Parts 1 and 2. I think that's right. Of that. Got all the Fantastic Four movies except for the originals. These ones I want to upgrade to Blu-ray at some point. I think they have them at the video store down the street, 3 for $10. So I could upgrade them if I wanted to. That one doesn't have any others currently. I more or less picked this up. I love the movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but I more or less picked it up because the girl who plays, the actress who plays Spider-Gwen is my favorite actress of all time, Haley Steinfeld. So I picked it up mainly for that. There's no more of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, unfortunately. I'm missing Logan in here and Dark Phoenix. I think those are the only 2 X-Men movies I'm missing. Also, my Wolverine disc in here is scratched, so I have to get another copy of the Wolverine, which it's going to be a little bit harder to find. I don't know why. I don't know if it bombed or whatnot, but I can't find it at the video store down the street. Online, it's out of print. So, yeah, that one's going to be harder for me to find. Sky High. I made a video of this on my channel. I think this is the first video I posted. I said, oh, I don't need the Blu-ray of it. Well, it turns out this is a full screen movie. So, yes, I do want the Blu-ray of it too. Plus, high definition is a very big deal to me now. I'm not getting Men in Black International, so I'm not worrying about that. If Ghost Rider, if I can find that for cheap, I'll pick it up on Blu-ray. Spirit of Vengeance, I don't remember watching very much, but I found it very corny and cheesy, so I might not get Spirit of Vengeance. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.